NASCAR has their fair share of legends. Drivers like Cale Yarborough, Bobby Allison, and most notably Richard Petty. In fact, we still have one of NASCAR's legends racing today. He goes by the name of Jimmie Johnson. Currently, in 2019, Jimmie Johnson only has 3 top 5s and 8 top 10s. Now I know those aren't champion stats, but wait until I tell you about Jimmie Johnson's entire career. But before we do that, I want to move on to another segment. Most people, including me, are concerned if Jimmie Johnson will even win again. He hasn't won in 2 years, but I'll talk about that later. The reason why I'm concerned is because this guy, Jimmie Johnson, is a 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion, and he hasn't won in 2 years. I know, I can't believe it either, but sadly, that's the case he's going through right now. He won 5 of those championships 5 years in a row between 2006 to 2010, won his 6th championship in 2013, and his most recent one was 2016. Much like other sports, champions decide to take a long break, otherwise known as a slump, but they do not go as long as 2 years. Johnson's slump began after winning his 83rd career race at Dover International Speedway by crashing at the Pocono Raceway in a devastating crash, I might add, which might have hurt him for the most. Now get ready, because this is where Johnson's career starts getting downhill. He won his last race in 2017, in May of 2017 at Dover International Speedway, and all the other stuff I said, but it wasn't such a bad year for Jimmie Johnson and Jimmie Johnson fans. He still qualified to make the 16-car playoffs, or chase, in the postseason because of winning 3 races in 2017. But during the postseason, he was only to make it halfway through, being eliminated in the round of 12, and that might have caused him to be concerned as well. To a NASCAR fan, it was a great 2017 season for Jimmie Johnson, as he finished in the top 10 in points, finishing 10th in the final standings. But this is considered a downhill slope, or at least one of his worst points finishes of his career. He was probably frustrated at himself for not finishing in the top 5 in the point standings as he normally does. But he put a lot of pressure on himself, which caused him to have a bad 2018 season. Since the fans didn't think that 2017 was a bad season for Johnson, most of everyone picked Jimmie Johnson to win the 2018 NASCAR Cup Series championship, but that didn't happen at all. Unfortunately, Johnson's 2018 season was mostly forgettable. The biggest highlight of Johnson's 2018 season was the 2018 fall race at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in the first ever Charlotte Roval, or Charlotte Road Course race. Johnson was in second until going on the last lap on the backstretch chicane, and he was right behind Martin Truex Jr., and on the final corner, Johnson tried to make a pass and bump Truex out of the way, which in turn made Johnson spin and then collect Truex in the process, allowing my favorite Ford driver Ryan Blaney to steal the win in the first ever Charlotte Roval race. Now, to conclude this video, I would like to say out loud that Jimmie Johnson has had a phenomenal and successful NASCAR Cup Series career, minus the unfortunate 2018 season. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch Jimmie Johnson's dominance between 2006 and 2010 because I was too young to watch NASCAR at that point. So I never had the chance to see the champ inside of Jimmie Johnson. Now, just to throw in some fun facts at the end of this video, right now I'm watching the Darlington race, and Jimmie Johnson will be running a paint scheme throwing back to his dirt track days. But when he was in his dirt track days, I wasn't even born yet, so I didn't even have the chance to like watch him at a race. So that's a little fun fact, and let me see if I have another fun fact. No, I don't. So going back to the video, Jimmie Johnson has had a NASCAR career that anyone would ask for, and he is arguably one of the best NASCAR legends ever. Even though he has all these bumps on the road currently, I know that Jimmie Johnson will always be remembered as a legend in the sport. Bye guys, and I will see you later.